Yo, what is going on, guys? Just wanted to give my trade recap for today. I did end up just blowing H&F blowing the account because I wanted to move on to Traderfy. So I was just like, oh, okay, like I'll take my two trades and then we'll just full pour and just see what happens, right? But yeah, I wanted to move on to Traderfy just because of the no activation fee. With the no activation fee, that means it just saves me an extra 250 if I pass the account within the month. So I mean, it only makes sense that when I pass the account, I get that instant funding straight away. It's a little bit more on the expensive side. I'll pull it up here. Um, Let me see. Um, Damn, I don't even know how much it is. But I know it's just a little bit more expensive monthly. But when you do pass the account, you get that instant funding without having to pay activation fee. So regardless, it works out better in the long run, as well as doing payouts in crypto as well, which is like really nice. Um, because once those payouts in crypto, that means they can't get taxed, so anything like that, which is really nice as well. So yeah, so technically, like I took two proper trades, and then like the rest I kind of just full ported to see what was going to happen. But again, I was pretty happy with these taking these two trades. This trade was actually a half risk, and this trade was a full risk, just because the setup was proper. And I see that we go break even and we get that displacement again, and I'm just we can catch the continuation all the way up to these hourly highs. So we'll see how we do there. So this trade was a half risk, and we did go break even on this trade. Two proper trades. The rest were just trying to catch reversals, but again, that wasn't me trading properly. That was just to blow the account, so it's out of sight, out of mind sort of thing. So and plus, like, I don't want that shit like rebilling every month. So yeah, jumping right into it. In terms of hourly highs, so ideally, like, we had these hourly highs and we had these hourly lows down here, as well as these hourly lows got taken out at pre-market. With that, we see that we are reacting from a 4 hour gap, right? When we come back and take down these 1 hour lows, we actually tap into this 4 hour gap, which is here. So with that 4 hour gap in mind, when we first tapped into it, we actually took out these hourly lows, and we get a nice bullish reaction out of it, right? So when it came to 9 o'clock, we actually made this whole displacement move up, right? And the only thing on defense in terms of sell side was this 50-minute gap that was here, and I'm thinking that, hey, like, we are reacting from a 4 hour gap. What's our time frame alignment? Our time frame alignment is the 50-minute time frame, right? So I see that we make a 15-minute gap here, and we also make a 5-minute gap here, and so with this trade, I did not. I was thinking that just because we closed so bullish within this candle, within this gap here, I was thinking that buys could work, because buys could work just because of how far up we closed in this candle, this bearish fair value gap that was made on the way down. We closed not at the 50% of it, but we closed very pretty much at the last edge of defense, I would say, like the last inch, I would say. But again, I was banking on whether we actually tap into this 4-hour gap, which is down here. We balance out in this 15-minute fair value gap to continue down lower, or we actually respect this 5-minute, inverse this 15-minute. Therefore, it would be clean price action all the way up to these hourly highs up here, as well as these two highs up here. So it was two things, right? It was two things. It was either we actually react from this 5-minute, which is what we got, or we inverse the 5-minute. So on the 15-minute, we technically would have closed within this 15-minute gap here. So it would have been two fair value gaps fighting it out. And ideally, I probably just would have gotten off for the day, just because these 15-minute gaps aren't really, you kind of just want to wait for one to take over and then catch a continuation from there. But with this, super choppy price action, to be honest. We got delivery, but it wasn't enough. Like, again, we got break even here. Take profit was here actually, but I was gonna leave some runners all the way up to these hourly highs up here. But take profit would have been here for 1 to 3. So, and this would have been a 1 to 4, almost 1 to 5. So yeah, I would have definitely left some runners. But again, with my trading plan, our break even was at this level here. And with that, so yeah, so when we reacted off that 15-minute, we actually inversed this 15-minute here, right? When we reacted off that 5-minute, we actually inversed this 15-minute here on the candle closes above it, right? So in terms of entry wise, I'll just get rid of all this stuff, just down here so you guys don't get confused. But in terms of entry wise, I did mark it out. So once we made some moves down, we took out all these lows, and this was the inverse that was made on the move up, on the move down, sorry. Once we inverse this, I was happy to go long right here. Stops were below this, and BE was at these highs, as well as targeting these highs, which actually got swept. So the plan, like execution, would have worked. It's just we got, unfortunately, tapped out our break even. Price wasn't ready to go higher, and then we react from, I don't know, I think we actually stop rated everyone that went long here, and actually fueled the move to go up higher, and to take out these highs. And with the second trade, I was just like, okay, cool, we've tapped these highs now. Like, ideally, we could catch a continuation out to these hourly highs here. But I feel like I was just chasing price a little bit on this one. That's why I went half risk, because it could have worked, but it was kind of on the low probability side. But I was happy to take it, just because of the reaction that we got when we took out everybody here. We got a nice displacement. We take out these highs, and I think, I thought that we would have crawled, not crawled, but I thought we would have get some displacement off this fair value gap all the way up to these hourly highs, because when price reached up here, it's not too far away that we actually take out these hourly highs up here. But unfortunately, these highs was actually enough to take out price, actually, fill orders to go short, which is what is happening here. So once we closed above this, I went long, stops below here, break even was here. We did get stopped out at break even. Trade ends up playing out to our first take profit, which I would have taken majority of the, I would have taken out some sizing out. Second trade was a kind of continuation off actually these highs getting taken out, just because these hourly highs was just so reachable. But again, low probability. So even though we did go break even, this trade was a half risk. And the other trades were just trying to catch reversals, obviously, just to blow the account out of sight, out of mind, sort of thing. But yeah, unfortunately, break even for the day, and actually a half loss on what I would normally risk. So, yeah, I do think this trade was high probability to me, just because the dot process was there, and the fact that we already, like, by the time we price reached up here, we actually inversed this 15-minute, so there should be no defenses in terms of these highs. But this trade was just low probability in my opinion, just because we had no high time frame POI, which in our case was which what we would normally use is a 1 hour, 4 hour, 5 minute, mainly the 5 minute and the 15-minute, because that works well with the 1 minute. So there wasn't a high time frame kind of POI that we could honestly work with. So yeah, real choppy, to be honest. Like, as you can see, like, this is the 15-minute. 15-minute looks nice and clear. 5 minute looks choppy. 1 hour looks horrible. 4 hour looks really nice. But again, it's just one of those days where price just does whatever it wants to do. So yeah, not too bad on the trades. Yeah, not too bad at all. Happy to take these two trades, and I wanted to actually move to Traderfy before I actually got this account, but I actually ended up getting the account first, and then wanting to move after. So wanted to get it over and done with, get the account done, and work on this Traderfy account. That's kind of where my interest lies, and that's kind of where my head was at when it came to trading on alpha. Like, there's no activation fee whatsoever on Traderfy, and it just makes it more worthwhile in the long run in terms of accounts and things like that. So really happy about that. Yeah. Just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed night. I've actually started my new job, which is really, really cool. But we are still on the grind and things like that. So these videos will still come no matter what time it is. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, or whenever I take a trade next on the new Traderfy account. Ideally, I don't want to keep spending money on accounts, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see how tomorrow plays out. Like, real choppy on the price action. Nasdaq looks really, really nice, but yeah, interesting. What? Where's 9 o'clock? I don't know why I'm trying to find 9 o'clock. What the heck? Okay, apparently there's no 9 o'clock on this, which is weird. What the fuck? But yeah, gold was super, super choppy. Yeah, and two trades that I think were good. Second trade, I actually went half risk, so not too bad. But first trade I thought was amazing. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing night. God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.